Wow, do we have a lot to talk about today. Not only is there a new weapon leaked and a new hero, but we've got a Homebase report with some stuff that we already knew was coming around, which I already announced on the channel. So if you guys stay tuned with the daily series, you're already up to date with that. Or if you have the timeline, there's that as well. But there are also new weapons being leaked. There's one that we know about, but I'll talk about why that might extend into a complete weapon set afterward. And there's a new hero. So that is all going to be talked about point by point. We'll get to that in a bit. First, I want to talk about my new video. Oh, not the new AdvancedGG cans. That's why is that in there? Link down below if you guys use code BEES and get 10% off. No, I want to talk about the new video, my Cloudburst video. This is performing unexpectedly well. You guys are really enjoying this video, and it is a very strong bow. If you funnel the enemies properly, it's not like a Xenon bow or vacuum tube bow replacement. I'm going to be completely straight with you, but if you funnel enemies, this is not a clickbait thumbnail, and I actually had a good time. So if you want to check that out, link down below. That video is going to get buried by this video for sure. So yeah. Oh my gosh, the AdvancedGG cans. What a weird thing to throw on screen. So all right, I'm going to get into the Homebase report first. This will be timestamped down below if you guys want to skip ahead to the leaks, because the upcoming new stuff is very exciting. But I am going to blaze through this nice and easily because, again, timeline will show you that this is not anything brand new. Dusk is around. She heals you when you dash through enemies. I do believe that does damage to them. I don't even remember. It's not that strong anyway. Ghost Pistol. Just recorded a video on that. Better than you might think. Better than I thought. It's not like a Xenon bow replacement, but it is pretty good. I actually did decent damage against power level 250 smashers. With the correct build that I showed with totally rocking out active, it was hitting for like 600k, 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 which is not earth-shattering damage, but coming from the Ghost Pistol, not too bad, not too bad. Raven, absolute, if I could bleep my, oh, actually, can I bleep with this? I'm not even gonna try that button. Absolute powerhouse. It is very, very strong. And yeah, video on that soon as well. He's really, really good. Really good. So go pick up Raven in the Blady Acres quest line, by the way. You can actually access that pretty easily. So if I just go to the quest tab in the main game here, you just, yeah, Blady Acres, go to your quests and just click through until you find it. You want Raven. You want Raven. Moving on, Bloodfinder AC, super unremarkable. Not even gonna waste time talking about him. Major bug fixes. The Save 25 Survivors quest is fixed. I wasn't super active in my comments. This got reported a ton. Epic knew forever ago, and they fixed it, so that should be working now. If you get stuck with that daily quest, I had people get stuck with this like 3 days in a row. Sorry, but it's fixed now. Fixed an issue with the secret door and crypts. Don't even know, but it's fixed now. And fixed an issue where deliver the bomb mission tracks. Okay, where the deliver the bomb mission had tracks not connecting properly. That should be functional. I tagged on Discord. I don't know why I'm clapping so much, but it seems like it's good. I mean, deliver the bomb's still a little, but it seems like the tracks are now connecting properly, so Epic. I told you guys they were working on it. Thank you, Epic. Players are again able to navigate the menu before selecting a hex. I don't even know what that means. I guess that's just a glitch. I don't know, but there you go. So that's basically just the Homebase report in a nutshell. Let's get into the fun stuff. Archer just tagged me with a block. I woke up to 2 pings in Discord with like 300 messages between him and Mateo. Let's get into the first thing. There is a new hero. I'm just going to read from what Archer said because he detailed everything. I feel like it's like a helicopter update, guys. So anyway, thank you so much to Archer and Xylek for digging through the files for me here. Brainstormer is a guy who basically makes it where your decoy freezes enemies. And it actually reskins the decoy. There's a new weapon for you. And it looks like in-game right now, it is applying his head to the decoy, which is really weird. Thank you again, Archer, for these screenshots. I think that might be a future thing where if you're using a decoy hero, it'll apply it to your decoy. That way everybody knows instantly what you're using. I don't know if that's the case, but kind of cool. I dig it. I mean, decoy, not something that gets a lot of love in this game. I know Controller Harper can be very, very good with like perma-stunning enemies. We used to use that back in Horde Bash. So, hey, new video on the channel. You guys want to see decoy stuff? I'll cover it. Maybe decoy will get tweaked because I know that they were tweaking hero abilities for a while. So like grenades got buffed, Golden Constructor got buffed. They even updated Rosie. It didn't make any of that stuff incredibly viable or popular, but they're trying. So maybe decoy's next. I don't really know. Pulse rifle. We have barely any information. Here are some key facts. It is the one from BR, so why not reuse the same assets that Epic already has in their servers? I am not opposed to that. Some people get mad at Epic for reusing assets. I don't know why they wouldn't. This looks fantastic, and if it's something that is recognizable from BR players, that's good. When I was brand new to the game, I saw the Siegebreaker and Save the World and went, hey, it's the Scar! And then I had that connection, so it's good for new players, and I don't mind it at all. But it will be coming in Legendary, Epic, and Rarity. Legendary, Epic, and Rare Rarity, which means this is Archer and Xylic putting a little tinfoil hat on. I have it behind my set. I don't want to go put it on, but you know what? I will. I will for the Homebase Report, because I don't like to announce this stuff without certainty, okay? I put weapons in the title. I don't like to lie to you. So I'm making this abundantly clear that only one weapon is currently known about. But typically when they give you the blue, purple, gold treatment, there's an entire llama set associated. So, Tinfoil Hat Beast says this might be a new weapon set. Level-headed, partially cynical Beast, even though I'm a pretty positive guy, it says we only have one weapon that we know about. Gauge your excitement accordingly. It could be new weapons. I don't know if you guys know this about me. This is just something personal from my life. And based on the popularity of the videos, I think you guys are too. I'm kind of a weapons guy. You don't really make, let's see here. Where's the playlist? Can I find it? Selena Gomez playlist is now out because I have 100,000 subscribers. That was a thing I teased for a while. Why can't I find it? Yeah. So you don't make 226 best perks videos unless you really, really like weapons. So, I'll be busy if that comes around. So, all right, sorry to beat that into the ground, but because I have no visual aid, we're just going to read Archer's message right here. Both of these are called the Invasion set, which will be really cool. Maybe a follow-up to the Sci-Fi set. I mean, the Sci-Fi set is the most popular set in the entire game, so reasonable jump if they're going to come out with a new set. I'm just saying. We talked about the bug fixes. That's great. This one's a little confusing to me, but maybe I'm small brain and you guys can gauge this a bit better. But ability damage perks now apply to base perks. So that's more, part of why and part are fighting for my tongue right now. I'm a little too excited right now. This is why I had the Constructor page open in the beginning of the video, because people like Thunder Thora will have energy damage on your base, and not Vintage Tech, but Heavy Base makes it so that it explodes and damages the enemies in a radius. And then we've got Electropulse Penny, and I'm blind right now. There we go. So she makes it so that when enemies attack your base, they take damage back. So what I'm imagining is heroes, not limited to these three, that buff your base to do damage to enemies will now be affected by heroes that buff ability damage. So Azealia Clark is the one exception because she's programmed weird according to Archer, but there are heroes like Rock and Riff. He says it's supposed to work but doesn't. Let me just get into this. So Willow was the example that was given to me. Is she an Outlander? I literally don't know. I don't use Willow that often, and I'm not even embarrassed for not knowing that. Yeah, she is great. So she makes us that ability damage does more damage based on missing health. This is just one hero, but anything that buffs ability damage should be affecting those base heroes. So yeah, and then there are heroes like Extraterrestrial Rio, where that energy damage I believe should be applying to the base heroes, which is kind of nice. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think Constructors needed a buff, but I'll take it. Shit. And we also have this. Animals will now have a way to become safe and gain armor with a cooldown. Archer and Xylic are at a loss for this, but as far as I understand that, there could be new wildlife heroes coming. I'm sure that shocks nobody because wildlife heroes in the current state of the game suck. They don't need to. We've talked about this at length. I will link the Phoenix video down below. I talked about Fruit of the Poison Tree, where Phoenix's ability is actually decent. Like, making the wildlife explode is cool. Like, make the wildlife tag enemies that then explode. The wildlife does not explode. The animals are intact. Not to say that no animals were harmed. If I was editing these Homebase reports, you would see footage of that Phoenix video where I just watched my animal die. And yeah, anyway, so these abilities are good, but animals are not. And I'd love to see wildlife heroes become more well-rounded because I feel like it's going to click. I feel like we're going to have shitty hero, shitty hero, shitty hero, maybe even a fourth shitty hero. And then we'll get a team perk or some commander that ties it all together. And then animals will be actually very viable, but right now they're more of a nuisance. More players want them gone than even want updates for them, but I know they're not going anywhere. I think we all know they're not going anywhere. Epic did not spend their limited time and resources of Save the World. I know that BR has a bigger budget, but Save the World is basically like a closet as I imagine it, and they would not spend those limited resources on animals if they didn't believe it in some way. So there you go. That's the rundown. There's the Homebase report. There's the... Why do these AdvancedGG cans keep popping up on screen? Is it because I heard they were super good at TwitchCon? I mean, Sig and everybody I saw try them were impressed. I I don't know why. I guess if you want them, you could use code BEAST to get 10% off. Link down below. But yeah, I'm excited. New stuff is always fun. So I'll see you guys later. Stream today and in the future. Twitch link down below. Take it easy. Enjoy the update, and I'll let you know when these leaks become reality, because that'll be a fun day. And then